Hey everybody, Kennis here. Hope you're doing awesome. Today we have a special guest on my channel here. You guys probably know them. This is Shane from In the Blues. And I reached out to Shane this week and was like, hey, why don't we get together and make a video of just us talking about gear and talking about YouTube. And Shane's an awesome guy. I've gotten to get to know him and I really appreciate him coming on the line. So we're gonna have a conversation here and hopefully you enjoy this. And if you haven't already, if you don't know his channel, go ahead and go to it and subscribe. You won't regret it. He's got really, really good content. Probably more gear demos than any other person on YouTube, but his channel's also got a lot of other great things. He just started a new series called Guitar Search Saturdays, which I've thoroughly been enjoying. So anyway, go to his channel if you haven't already and subscribe, and we're gonna have some really good conversations here.
All right, thanks for having me on. So instead of doing like 3 gear demos a week, I'm only doing 1, and every Saturday I've got a new series of videos coming out, Guitar Search Saturday, where I go into any stores like music shops, secondhand stores, or pawn shops, and just take a look around and see what we can find. And you can always expect to find something really cool. This particular Saturday, I go into a shop that's Japanese guitar heaven. They've got hundreds of amazing Japanese guitars. So
interesting.
Every episode's different. I basically will go to a secondhand shop one week, a shop the next week, kind of thing, and keep doing it that way.
Okay.
Every Wednesday, or as of today, I'm filming this. As we're filming this, I'm releasing a help tutorial video, and this might be, pick how to use an EQ pedal, or how to stack overdrive pedals, or things that will actually help you use the stuff you already have, irrespective of what brand of stuff you have, all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to get away from focusing on brand stuff and helping people use what they have. So that's a thing that I'm doing too. I've recorded a whole lot of real drum and guitar backing tracks where I'm layering up the bass and
cool.
Having some jam tracks as well for folks to use. One of those probably every 2 weeks or something like that at the moment, because they're the most sort of time-consuming thing to do. Even though I did the rhythm guitar live with the drums, just mixing it and being happy with it is another thing too. So I'm really trying to mix up the content. I have a podcast that I do once a month now, which I've been doing for ages actually. It's one of the first YouTube podcasts where I sit right here pretty much and talk about stuff that's happening either in terms of gear or personal experience with doing things or playing live, anything, news about stuff or criticisms about stuff, just any thought that I have on particular topics. And these seem to be the topics that people are more interested in now in my channel, is hearing a perspective on things, or showing people how to get value out of something and focusing more on playing, for example. That's part of the tutorial videos too. I put up one about guitar phrasing and how to think about blues phrasing as opposed to just trying to shred, and the advantages of doing that from time to time as well. So yeah, I'm just trying to mix it up and focus a little bit more on actual playing and value, as opposed to just stuff. I mean, stuff's always got its place for guitar players. I mean, I still like gear, but look, where I'm at in here now with my music is my pedal board. I'm not going to mess with it again. I went through this really hard patch of swapping pedals out. Yeah, this is the best thing ever. I put it on, I take it out live, doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for the sound I want. And the videos I want to try and put together are explaining this to people, that, you might order the whiz-bang $250 US handmade pedal or whatever, but is it actually going to work with what you want it for, or live, or with other pedals? A lot of people don't think about how things stack together. That's a whole different beast. You can, if you're stacking overdrives or distortions, they don't always work well together. You might just get a whole lot of noise, so yeah, the plan is now just to mix it up enough, still retain the people that want to see my demos, but I'm also just pretty much supporting either the companies that I really like, or companies that aren't established, and I can help them sort of get out there and be seen, because I actually like doing that. I'd rather do demos of companies that are under the radar than companies that are really well established for a few reasons. I'll be the only person doing the video,
right?
Which is always good. So for people getting into YouTube, this is something that I just spoke about on a podcast I haven't uploaded yet, but you know, you're never going to get seen if you're doing Tube Screamer reviews in 2017.
Right.
Your videos aren't going to get watched because there's already a billion of those videos out there. So
right.
I just want to do stuff that's say 75% unique, just to, or be the first or whatever of the people doing videos. If I can maintain that little niche, I'm happy with that. That's
yeah.
Cool. So that's the plan, just to mix things up and make the content more valuable and also more long-term valuable as well.
Yeah. Well, I think I noticed that in my channel, you know, in your YouTube analytics, you can tell how many subscribers are watching your videos, like what percentage of your videos are watched by subscribers. And mine's really low. And I think that's one of the reasons.
So mine.
Yeah. I think it's because of that kind of thing of, you know, that it's almost like a catch-22, because sometimes you'll have a video like that YouTube likes and they'll put it in the recommendations, and that one video will get a lot of views, but you don't get a lot of, like, you're not building an audience necessarily with that. You've just touched on a really great subject. Here's my theory on this after years of doing it. Yeah.
And light bulbs finally went off a few weeks ago, so I'll share you a shortcut secret.
Sure.
Everybody likes different tones, different things when it comes to guitars, right? Some people love Les Pauls, some people love Strats, whatever. In pedals, I reckon 95% of the people watching your video will instantly, let's put it this way, 5%, let's say, this is an exaggeration, if only 5% of the people watching that really like that pedal, they'll sit there and they'll watch the whole thing. The rest of the 95% will know instantly that they don't like it and they won't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're adding a video of value to somebody and they can say, hey, I'm getting something out of this, I want to watch more and see what else is for offer, you've got a better time increasing you'll have an easier time increasing your watch time, as opposed to a gear demo where there's that cutoff of this is crap, next.
Right.
Like,
well, we've
people
all
are
done
either
that.
really interested in effects or they're not.
Right.
And there's no middle ground. People like particular things. They'll watch the intro and they'll know straight away if this is something they want to watch the rest of. Otherwise, they'll click over to something else. And that's the catch that a lot of people don't realize. You see these YouTubers, they're making 45-minute videos or 50-minute videos on a pedal, right? And you're thinking,
right.
You do realize that I reckon it's more like 90, high 90s, right? But say 95% of these people aren't going to watch more than the first minute. I don't care how funny you think you are or how much charisma you have. If people are there to listen to a pedal and they don't like it, there's no way they're going to watch 45 minutes of it. And your retention time is going to be super low over that as well. So for me, it doesn't matter. If you're a YouTuber, it doesn't really matter if your subscribers are watching your videos or not. Or all that matters is, in the end, is if your watch time is going up, and that's what you should be focused on, not percentages of how many subscribers are watching your videos. It's great if they do, and I know when I've launched new videos, I get a huge spike in my analytics for subscribers. But when you're in the gear demo niche, if that's all you're doing, expect a really low retention time.
Yes.
It's expected because of that everybody likes different things, and over 90% of people won't like a particular product. It's just the way that it is.
Right.
Or they might not even like your playing. So,
or
your face or whatever.
That's my problem.
Not yours. I mean, I say that collectively.
No. Yeah, I know what you're saying. But it's true, because actually even your videos, I've not, on more than one occasion, I have gone into a store and I've thought, I'm going to YouTube this real quick and see what this pedal sounds like. And then your video has actually come up number one more than this. I would say at least 3 times that's happened.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. And actually one of them I remember specifically was a hot tone little micro volume pedal. I
yeah,
bought.
yeah, yeah.
You know, it's a nice little thing. Actually, I sold it last week, but anyway, but I understand exactly what you're saying, because if I go in there and I go, okay, is this pedal? Do I want to buy this or not? That's what I'm watching the video to answer that question. And you're right. You can tell in 5 seconds of listening to something whether you can answer that question very, very, very quickly. And I think that you're right. You're putting a lot of effort and energy into producing a product, a video, but you're right. You're not going to get a lot of retention from it. You're absolutely right.
No, absolutely. And you know, there's only a handful of demos that I've really had that have done extremely well, and I found out, you know, comparing products is more useful to people than showing them one product.
Yes.
I did a video on it, 2 Deluxe reverbs. When the 68 came out, I went and bought it, and I had a 65, and we did some shootouts and all that kind of stuff. Those videos will have higher retention time because people will go, okay, well, I already own this. Like, how does it sound? I want to really listen to it, and they'll skip back, and they'll, you know, and the watch time goes up, the percentage of the views go up. Mm-hmm. I think that's sort of important for YouTubers. You know, like a lot of guys don't really think about, you know, what are people getting out of my video? And that's a question that I had to even ask myself recently. Like, what's the value of doing these gear demos? I spend 7-8 hours, maybe more some days 2 days doing like editing, and I'm not. I don't charge $300 a video like other guys do on YouTube,
right,
or $3,000 like Pro Guitar Shop. You know, they can afford to.
Wow.
You know, they're making good buck, right? I
Yeah.
don't do that. I've made a few bucks to cover my time here and there, but I don't do it. I don't just do it all the time. And with new companies, I don't charge them anything. But I still feel like, where's the value in doing this as a YouTuber? And as someone in the audience, what are they getting out of coming back and seeing me do overdrive pedal after overdrive pedal after overdrive pedal? How is this helping them? Is it just doing the opposite and confusing them and making them stop watching these videos? And I almost think it is. There's companies, there's YouTubers just flogging out amp demos and all kinds of stuff. And look, there'll be a certain portion of the audience that will really be looking forward to a particular product, and they'll go, wow, yeah, I've been waiting for this. I'm really keen on buying it. But tell me that's going to be like 90% of your audience. It's not.
Right.
That's why when you probably look at your analytics, and I'm only assuming this, you might have between, say, 10 and 15% of your
it's lower than
viewership as
that.
actual subscribers. Oh, okay. All right. Like I said, don't get too disheartened by that, because the way YouTube works now is different to how it worked a while back, where you'd upload a video and everyone that was subscribed to you saw it. It goes via activity on channels. So if I'm active on one particular channel, I'll generally see their videos before anyone else's in my feed. So there's a bit of that as well.
Well, and I noticed
the habit of asking people to click the bell and all that kind of stuff as well, because if they click the bell, they'll actually get notifications that you've uploaded a new video. And those, you know, the people that really love your channel will click the bell and they'll get first dibs. And that works to your favor. If you're the first channel people hit when they get online on YouTube, if they go to your channel, that will actually help you grow.
Well, and that helps, I think.
Yeah, like I said, I think what you're... Sorry, I was just going to say, what you're doing is good. I think you've got a good mix of content.
Well, thank you.
You're coming from a very honest and sort of genuine place, from what I can tell, and you seem like a nice guy too. So
yeah, thanks.
There's other guys that are doing it just for either they've got like I don't know how to say it nicely, but they're either ego driven or they're very me sort of kind of personalities. There's those kind of guys out there as well that just want stuff for the sake of it, and they're not really giving anything back.
Right.
You know, it's just all about them. You know how some musicians are very look at me kind of thing all the time. You know, it's all about them. They're that sort of personality, and then you've got the other personalities which aren't like that. Yeah, I see exactly the same thing in some of the YouTubers' personalities, and they might grow to a point but then it also, they won't grow past a certain point quickly, because based on their personality, I think people can pick up on that extremely. I know I read body language extremely well. I can also detect, the BS meter when it goes off. And I think most people can. I think most people have that ability to sort of detect if they like someone's integrity, or if their integrity is actually there or not.
Sure.
But, I think personality is a huge thing in keeping it growing. But I think I went off topic. What were we talking about?
I don't know. No, I agree though. I think that we're talking about the future of the channels or whatever. I think you're right. If I had a goal, I would rather have less subscribers, but people that engaged and there's a conversation that happens. And like you said, are you adding value to somebody? And because really and truly, you're asking something from somebody. You're asking for one of the most valuable things we have, which is time. And so, there has to be some reciprocity there. There has to be something that says, I got something from that. So that's been my goal for the channel, for my channel. And I don't know, I'm kind of in this in-between stage where actually this last year I've been extremely busy. And so it's been hard it's like I have ideas on what I want to do, but I just can't do it. And so I'm trying to figure out that to say, okay, what can I do? I can't upload every day, but could I do twice a week? And then maybe I start planning at the beginning of the month all my videos instead of trying to work on them as it happens type thing. So, but I've noticed that even just recently with some videos, that coming at it from the standpoint of like, I don't have everything figured out, and I'm not like, I'm this guru teaching you, but just kind of like, hey, I'm sharing part of my journey as a musician with you. I think that really responds well.
And this is what a lot of YouTubers don't seem to get. Like, and I don't put you in this category, but in terms of other YouTubers who are doing stuff, you've actually done something unique and different from your own personal perspective and experience, and also it's more useful for people than another pedal demo.